Hey guys, Robert Holt here, and I today's Fearless Friday is going to be just a little bit different than normal. We've had 74 shootings to take place here in Little Rock, and I noticed today on one of the posts that the Little Rock Police Department put up, there were many people who were on there. Pointing fingers, pointing blame, blaming the police department, blaming whoever, blaming the government, and so forth, blaming the black community, blaming the white community. I mean, it's ridiculous. I've never seen anything like this. And listen, the only blame that we can point right now to is us. We as a community are not doing what God has called us to do. We're not reaching out. We're not helping those in need. We're not trying to help feed people in a larger way. We're not trying to help people find jobs in a larger way. We are so concerned about ourselves that we have lost sight of what community really is. And really, those of you that are continuing to point fingers, my question to you is, what are you doing? What are you doing about the violence? What are you doing about the drugs, the mental health, all of those things that are going on in our community? What are you doing about it instead of just sitting there complaining and being an armchair quarterback? What you need to be doing is be quiet. Either be quiet or get off your butt and do something. Come help us. Come help some organization out there that is working with families, that are working with children, so that we can continue to try and bring our community together. So we can continue to try and reach those that are hurting, that are going through difficult times in their lives. See, because it is those individuals that are committing these crimes that it is obvious they've got some type of need or some type of problem. And we are failing at our jobs of reaching those that have those issues. So our police department and our government and those, they are there primarily to lend support. But we as a community are the ones that are responsible for trying to figure out how do we accomplish some really great positive outreach in our community in order to stop some of the things that are going on. And so again, for those that are pointing fingers out there at various organizations and various individuals and so forth, what are you pointing yourself at? Is your finger pointing at yourself? Are you waking up every morning and looking in the mirror and going, what can I do in order to help our community? No. What a lot of you are doing is continuing to complain and point your finger. So I want to ask you that if you are one of those that are pointing their finger, or you're one of those that are saying, hey, I want to do something, I want to try and get involved. Well, I tell you, we have a group of us, PACA, Police and Clergy Alliance, that are working in Southwest Little Rock. We're centered around the Whetstone Boys and Girls Club right now. That's where our work is centered around, to try and build a better and safer place at that club for children and families to come to. And once we get through working in the Wakefield and Southwest Little Rock area, we're going to continue to move to other areas. Let me tell you, the violence is not just contained to Southwest Little Rock or some of our urban areas. It is everywhere. So this is all of our problem. So if it's all of our problem, why are we all getting involved to do something about this? The Police and Clergy Alliance has began a commitment to a movement called Love Deployed. So we want you to be a part. All you got to do is message me. Message me right here on Facebook. Say, hey, Robert, I want to be a part. It's just that simple. But it's a commitment. It's not just a short-term cleanup thing. It's not just a short-term let's go paint a building thing. This is a commitment to a movement that's called Love Deployed in our community, to find out and help meet needs of families and our youth, our schools, our organizations, and yes, our police department. Because right now, I can tell you, those men and women are tired. They need our prayers. And the families who've been affected by this violence need our prayers. And the families whose son, daughter, or husband or whatever committed the violence, they need our prayers. But more importantly, they need us in the community serving as God would serve. So what are you doing? Are you being an armchair quarterback and complaining all the time? Or are you going to get up out of that chair and do something? It's time. It's time. All right. God bless you guys. Know this old man loves you. And know that God loves you. And I really, truly hope I hear from you. Tell your churches. Tell your pastor get involved. Tell them to contact me. Let's do this. See you later.